Hey everyone, welcome back to new content of Cybrosys. In today's video, we will discuss about how to create a model in Odoo 18. At the end of the previous video, we were able to create a Odoo module. However, at this point, it is still empty shell which doesn't allow us to store any data. So in the module college ERP, we want to store the information that is related to the students, the college and other aspects of a college ERP in the database. And the Odoo framework provides a tool to facilitate the database interactions. So before moving forward in the exercise, we just need to make sure that the module is installed. That is, it will be appeared as installed in the app list. So once that's done, let's see how to create a module. So currently you can see that we don't have any menu for this module and we just need to make it available over here. So in order to make it available over here, first we have to create the module, model in the PyCharm. So let's see how a model is created in the PyCharm. In order to get the reference, you can just move on to the add-ons. And here we have the add-ons. I would like to choose the module account over here. And you can find the directory called models. And this will be having the Python files. So here you can see the models will contain the Python file. And let's see how it's been added. So while creating the models, here you can see there is a main directory called models. Inside that we have an init file, and the init file is obviously a Python file, and all the other files are also the Python file. So while creating the file, you can see everything over here. So let's see how we are just going to create models for our custom module. Okay, so let me fold everything over here. And we have to create the models for the custom module college ERP. So you can choose the college ERP, click on the right button of your mouse and move on to new from the menu, and here you can find the directory. So while creating the directory, we know we have to use the small letters and it should be models. Okay, and you can click on enter. So once a model is created, we have to call this directory in the outer init file of the college ERP. So you can see that when you just move on to the add-ons, here you can see the module called account, and you can find that we have the outer init file. So in the outer init file, the models is being called. Okay. So before calling that, we have to provide the encoding. So let me just copy this encoding, and afterwards you can just move on to the outer init file. So we just need to create the outer init file. So let me just move on to the college ERP. As we just want to create the outer init file, choose the custom module and click on right button. From the menu, go to new and choose Python file, because we know the init file is a Python file, and use double underscore and provide init, and again use double underscore and click on enter, so that the init file will be created over here. Now we have to provide the encoding. So let me provide this over here. So this means we are just providing the encoding for the Python, and this comment tells that Python to interrupt the file using UTF-8 encoding. Okay. So once this is done, what we have to do is we have to call the models in the outer init file. In order to call the models in the outer init file, we have to provide from dot import models. Okay. So currently we have called the models in the outer init file. Now we also just need to create the inner init file. So whenever we create the models, it will have an init file, as well as we will be providing all the files inside this. Okay. So in this case, we know we are just going to develop a college ERP. So the college ERP will be having different menus like college, students, admission, and all. So the name of the module is college ERP. but I'll be creating a model for the college student. So whenever I create a model, I'll be naming my table as college student over here, which means the class name will be college student. When we just go into deep into the development of the college ERP, you will be understanding why we have given the class name or the table name as college student. Okay, so now let's move on to the models and choose a model. Afterwards, click on right button of your mouse and move on to new. And from here, you can again choose the Python file over here. Okay, so in this case, I'll be providing or creating the model, right, for my um, custom module college ERP. So I'll be naming it as college student. So while using two names for the file, use the underscore between the names and always use a small letter. And now you can just provide the enter button so that the Python file will be created over here. So once this file is created, we have to call this in the inner init file. Okay. So the inner init file will be inside the models. So let me create the inner init file and choose the Python file over here. Use double underscore, provide init over here and provide again double underscore, and you can just click on enter button so that the inner init file will be created over here. Now we just need to call the college students under the inner init file, right? So in order to call this under the init file, what we have to do is you can just move on to the inner init file. Before that, we have to provide the uh, encoding for the Python. So let me just move on to the uh, init file, that is the outer init file. Let me copy everything and let's move on to the inner init file and provide it over here. Okay. Afterwards, what you have to do is provide the name of the Python file. So the name of the Python file is college ERP. Okay. So you can simply provide the name of the model over here. So inside this Python file, I'll be creating the model. So in order to create a model, what we have to do is first we have to import the models, right? From the Odoo, we have to import the model. So I'll be using from Odoo import, okay, import models. Afterwards, you can click on enter and we have to create a class, okay? So provide the constructor over here, that is the class, and provide the class name. So whenever you just provide the class name, we know upon giving this, a table will be created in the database. Okay. So for the table, we will be setting it using camel cases. And let's say it's college student. As we are creating a regular model, we know we have to give it as models dot model and use a colon. Now we just need to provide the name for the table, right? So in order to provide the name for the table, you can use the attribute name over here. Again, as we are just dealing with name, we know it's a string. So I'll be using double quotes over here. And you can provide it as college dot student. So when you just provide college dot student, this will be taken in the database. That is, the name will be college student for the database. Okay. And when you just go with the documentation, you can also see that sometimes it will be given as underscore while naming the models, but it will be treated as dot in the Odoo. Okay. So I'll show you how it is taking when we just create a model. Now we have to provide the description. So again, we will be providing the attribute description. So the description is the informal name of the model. Okay. So I'll be giving everything over here. And afterwards, I'll be giving it as college student, and we can simply click on run in order to run the file, and let's see whether the model is created or not. Now you can simply go into the Python, I mean not to the Python, into the Odoo, and here you can see that when you just move on to the module info and all, it won't be created. Or when you just move on to the technical side also, you can see it the models will not be created over there. So in order to check that, first we have to enable the developer mode. When you enable the developer mode, you will be getting a menu called technical. Under the technical, we can find the database structure where we can move on to the models. So if the model is created, we can find all the models over here. You can see, let's search for college. Oops, we are not getting the models over here. This is because we have currently ran the Python file, but we haven't loaded this into the database. So in order to load this into the database, what we have to do is let's move on to the apps, and here we just need to upgrade. So upon clicking on upgrade, everything will be loaded into the database and the model will be created. So if there exists any error, Odoo will also show the invalidation error or any other technical error over here. Now again, let's move on to the uh, settings, and under the settings we can find the technical, and let's move on to the models. In the models here you can see that again, let's search for college, and here we can see that we have successfully created the model. So under the model description you can find the college student, and the model is created over here, and you can also find some magic fields over here. So currently we haven't provided any fields in our model, but we can find the magic fields. The magic fields are the fields that is automatically created by Odoo. So that will be created over here. So once a menu is created, you can also see the menu that is created over here. And when you add a new fields into the model, you can also find that will be listed over here. So this is how we create a model, and in this video we have created a regular model, and that's all for today. So in next video, we will be discussing about what is menu and how to create a menu in Odoo. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching the video.